Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Grimrock. I've just come and complete the next floor down. So in the last episode we saw us complete level 3, the Pillars of Light. And just now I completed level 4, which is what we just opened up to here. You'll notice, what did I drop down here? What? More nomad boots, really. You'll notice stuff might have changed a little bit on my inventory side of things here, because basically I just took a couple of minutes out to actually sort out everyone's gear and make sure everyone had the right stuff. So all my inventories are now clean, so check it out. Chaos has just got these containers here which have got food in them, and the 2 sacks don't at the moment. I might have too many containers there at the moment. He's also going to carry any excess torches for me, and his load's fine. Arachnia, she's now got her inventory's doing okay. She's now got the bombs here, which honestly I'm not sure how much I'll use. In my test run of this floor just now, I didn't use them that much, but I will in just a second, literally. But after that I'm not sure. Then she's got ingredients for making potions underneath, with the actual flasks up above and the mortar pestle up above, which is quite nice. And then Liz has got, again, more torches and then just junk that I'm basically going to be using to get through puzzles and stuff, which is kind of important. And then Natalie has got our treasures, she's got the compass, and she's also got these gems. These were the items that we used in those puzzles before, the green one to feed that thing to get the crossbow, of which we've got 6 bolts down here. And Liz has now got equipped. And also these blue gems way back from the first floor. Literally, I just spent so long trying to navigate my way back through to get up to that floor. Because I heard from one of you, I honestly have no idea, I'm just doing this on a hunch. If I'm being trolled, then I'm being trolled. But apparently these are used for something later on in the dungeon. So I grabbed those, and hopefully we'll be able to keep them. Inventory, as you can see, actually isn't a problem at all. Once I just took a minute out to really figure out what was going on with my people, everything was fine. So we've got this room to do. This floor is pretty good. It's actually one of the more enjoyable ones, I think, in the game. Now, we've got a pressure plate here. This is another trap room. And we all know how trap rooms go. They can be quite difficult. And this one in particular is very difficult. And it's coming right at the start of the episode. And I'll be very upset if I die while I'm doing it. Because you can't actually weigh it down with items, sadly. And you can't just bundle a load of items on to try and weigh it down. It just won't work. So we actually have to go in there and we have to fight like men, which is going to be difficult. I've got some new spells and stuff to show you guys as well. Namely, you can enchant your arrows with a various element. Because we're an earth mage, that means we can poison our arrows or quarrels whenever the hell we like. I mentioned that in a previous episode, and people did mention it is true. Apparently later on in the dungeon you get a scroll that tells you how to like enchant people with fire, and then it's your job as like the player to figure out how to do it on the other elements by extrapolating that information. And of course, so we just use the earth rune with these other 3 complicated looking ones, and what it will do is it will enchant anything that's actually in her hand when she casts it. So we'll do that again, and we're gonna go like so. So now we've got these poisoned. This is actually going to help because we've got poison enemies we're about to fight, which sucks. So what I'm going to do is rest just to get our energy back up. That was just to demonstrate to you guys. Don't worry, we will get moving in a second. No worries. I know what I'm like. I know we're 3 minutes in and we've not done anything yet, but hold on. I'm actually going to shield myself with earth as well, because we're going to fight some poison enemies here, which will kind of shred me to pieces if I'm not careful. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to equip a frost bomb, namely. Alright, here we go. It's going to spawn 2 enemies. One's going to appear right there. I'm going to use the frost bomb to freeze him, and I'm going to hopefully blow him up as quickly as I possibly can. Now, the thing is, these guys will cast those like poison clouds that I can cast. Can you see that? So if you get caught by both of them in a bad situation, they're going to just destroy you. So there we go. That's 1 dead. And now we get the pleasure, should I say, of being able to take our time to kill the other one. So that's my tactic. I freeze one of them in place and just nuke him out as quickly as I possibly can, and then deal with the other one. I died multiple times here on my test running through here. It was actually quite a difficult fight, I've got to say. There's no point, as an earth mage, Arachnia actually doesn't do any damage to these guys. You'll see that their poison clouds aren't doing very much to us, and that's because of our poison shield, which is very nice. I don't actually know now, after fighting this, it kind of occurred to me that you know how I was casting the poison shield to defend myself from poison from spiders before? I'm not sure if it actually affects your chance of getting poisoned. I think it just like reduces flat the damage that you would take from stuff like we just fought there. So I don't know, actually. I'm not sure what the situation is there. Anyway, we got through that. That's fine. Let's put the shield back on her, something I forgot to do before. We got some food, and one of them also drops a key. So we are going to give... Natalie's going to be our key master. I can't remember who the original key master was going to be, but Natalie's going to be the key master. We're going to take this torch and give it to Chaos. Now I can demonstrate to you guys another spell as well in a second. And we're going to use the key to get through the next gate. I just want to be sure that I'm not missing any secrets or anything. I'm pretty sure I'm not. So, and now we can progress through. I suppose it is possible to kill one of the guys, grab the key and then run through, but I don't know which one drops the key or whether it's just scripted so that one always does. It's always the last one, sorry. I should explain. So I'm not sure how they do that. That's just kind of like a little entrance to this floor, which is quite interesting the way they set it up. We get another flask there, which we're going to give to Arachnia. Glorious. We also get a scroll here, which teaches us about something I don't think I can use. Oh no, this scroll teaches you how to create a restore energy potion, which I will show you guys. So we need blood drop blossoms. You don't get many of these. I've only ever had one, so we'll just, to demonstrate though, you need one blood drop blossom and one flask. That's it. There is another scroll. Oh, I never really explained. There is another scroll that I found on one of my playthroughs of this, like while testing stuff out, that tells you how to make a sulphurous potion. But I haven't found it actually doing the live LP. I will explain something. Oh, crap, I can't. Yeah, you can turn the pages of this book. On the Pillars of Light floor, you know, I mentioned, oh, there could have been a secret that I'd missed. There wasn't at all. We had got all of the secrets. There were a couple of areas I hadn't explored. Namely, there was this door here that I didn't go through. In there was just some kind of mundane, boring stuff, which I just grabbed. So I made sure to fully map it out for you guys so that we could all have peace of mind. There was nothing there. We had got all of the secrets, so... And I say that now because I thought that's where the sulphurous scroll was going to be, to teach you about that potion, but apparently not. So this next room is pretty much like a big hub area that most of this floor, most of our adventuring over the next few episodes, I predict this is probably going to be about 3 episodes for this floor. It's not too long of a floor. But most of it's going to be around this room. You know how we've had kind of like mini hubs on previous floors, like where we have to go left and then we have to go right and stuff like that. Well, this is going to be a big 4-way intersection. You can do it anytime you want. It's all a part of one big grand puzzle, and a puzzle that I figured out on my original playthrough of this game, but it really winds me up because you can find out how to do the puzzle but not the specifics of it, and it's really annoying. And I know that probably doesn't make any sense, but I'll rant about it later. But it's a cool floor anyway. I like the way that they set it up. And this is actually the last floor that we're going to be seeing on this tile set, too, not to spoil that. Some of you are asking before, by the way, oh, why are you leaving the arrows around? And I said it wasn't important. It's because obviously we've got the crossbow now, so there's going to be loads of arrows as well, conveniently, all over the place, but we don't need any of them anymore. So this is the room. It starts off with just 2 enemies in it. And if we go all the way to the other side, once again, we are teased by the end of the floor. It's right there. All we have to do is get through this gate, and the rest of these next couple of episodes are going to be getting through this one gate. Around that corner on the right there that you can see, that's actually the save crystal for the floor. So they do something kind of interesting here, where the save crystal of the previous floor now becomes the save crystal we will always use. So that one that we saw in the past couple of episodes that I talked about, oh, you know, you're always going to be coming back to this and seeing the next floor. We're going to continually be going back to that save crystal whenever we fall into trouble here too. So you end up using that one for a long time. And it's when you finish this floor, you get the next one, which is used for the 5th floor when we're currently on the 4th, if that makes any sense. So what else have we got? We've got 4 alcoves here. All of them are empty. These are a part of the big puzzle. Each alcove also has a message near it. This one says cavern still echoing. This one says crimes forgotten. This one says put to sleep, and this one says internally imprisoned. What the hell could that mean, I wonder? Well, we won't know just yet. In the corners, we also have a teleporter in each corner. There's this one that says time and tide. There's this one over here that says Beast Gardens and Menagerie, and there's 2 over there which we'll read when we get to this. No point. So basically, I'm just gonna do. I'm reading. I read a guide when I did this floor on my test run, and it said a certain order that doesn't really matter, but this was the order I did it, and I'm gonna do it again here. So the first one we're gonna do is time and tide. And these are going to take you into big other sections of the floor. So kind of just get your bearings here. This is where we entered. This is the big room that I haven't fully mapped, as you can see. But this is the big room. This was an area we came to on the previous floor, I believe. Maybe? Where is that? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's the ooze area from the previous floor. Ooh. No, not P. Ooze area with 3 O's. So that's the ooze area, which we can ignore. But then we're going to be coming into lots of other little areas that are all disconnected from one another. So this is time and tide. What do we have? Not much, it would seem. We've got a pressure plate, which when we stand on, you can hear a ticking. What's that ticking noise? It's a pipe bomb. No, okay, so we've got this thing and it shows up that little teleporter, but we can't get to the teleporter, can we? And it doesn't appear for very long. But we do have a throwing knife. Is the game trying to tell us something? Yes, and this kind of annoys me as well, because this is pretty obvious, right? Also, our torch is going out. This should be pretty obvious, right? You've just got to throw the knife. You listen to the clicks, you listen to the pipe bomb, and then as it goes through, you throw the knife. So I'm going to try it. And it worked, okay? And basically, you throw the knife through, it will go through the teleporter, it will fly out here and land on this pressure pad, which closes these. But the thing is, I kept trying that earlier, and it was clearly going through the teleporter, but instead of, like, continuing to fly with momentum, all my items were just dropping here on this little square over and over and over again, and you can't, they drop in such a way that you can't recover them through the bars as well. So I was running out of stuff to throw and thinking, how the hell do you do this puzzle? And then it just randomly worked at one point, which was super annoying. Anyway, we've got something over there. Interesting, it's a book, another tome. Do you remember tomes from the previous episode? We're going to grab this torch, we're actually going to replace these torches. So there's a tome there. How do we get it? Well, it's a secret. It's a pretty cool one, I think, sort of. What happens if we go through the teleporter? Our items were coming out there, but what if we go through? Well, for some miraculous reason, it takes us to a different area. Maybe that's a bit of a dick move, because it doesn't really make any sense, does it? But there we go. That's the first secret of the floor, guys. And we have got a Book of Infinite Wisdom. This gives us 5 skill points rather than 25 health. Very cool. The Keepers of the Sunken Library record the knowledge of all their visitors in these journals. Now, I gave it to Chaos before, because as a Minotaur, he starts off with a lot less skill points, as you would eventually see when I finally put up that video of my character creation. He started off with a lot less skill points, so I thought, why don't we even the odds? He's also doing okay for defense right now, so I'm going to move him into axes, which is going to put him closer to his next big attack, but also in the short term it will give him more health, so it's a win-win. So that's what I did there with this secret. Probably the best loot on the left. Well, no, I don't want to say that, because then that kind of ruins the mystique of what we might find, but that's one of the better bits of loot, honestly, on this floor. So we've got that. We could also go down the pit. I do have to go down the pit at some point, but do you remember what I said, how the tile set changes? Yeah, come on, let's do it. I want this to be a bit of an event, though, so there you go, check it out. We've got a new tile set here. And also, if you listen very carefully, I'm going to shut up for a second and just play, the ambient music has changed, and I kind of think it's a little bit more creepy now as well, so... Oh, there's really not much to do here. Oh, okay, we're going to keep dropping down pits, okay? There's going to be all kinds of stuff that we do, like, on that little bit of a floor, okay? I thought that was one of the longer ones, so we're just going to teleport out and continue on. I think it's this one that we need to drop down. Okay, so remember this is called Time and Tide? We kind of already did the time bit, I think. The timing bit, I suppose. This is what I consider to be the tide bit. We're going to step on this pressure plate, and now it's going to start closing and opening these trapdoors, and we've got to be quick, because they're closing behind us. We need to go like this, and get ready with your quarrels. Oh my god, I don't have my quarrels out. Get ready, get ready. Shh, no! I messed up. Oh, an Arachnia is nearly dead, and I'm almost 100% sure there's enemies down here. Arachnia, drink, 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 drink. Ah, see, that heals her up 100%. That's ridiculous. She's got so little health. 38 health. She has 38 health, guys. That's ridiculous. By comparison, Chaos is now on 149. Okay, yeah, there's enemies here. We can make them shoot one another, I hope. Okay, so what I was trying to do there, I'll show you guys when we get lower down. I don't want you shooting me in the side. Can we please just kill that guy, please? There we go. Good. Right, now oh! That made me jump a little bit. Ah, no, there's 2 of them. This isn't good. I don't remember struggling so badly. Please don't. I feel like Natalie's going to die. I should have made some more potions earlier. Just some clever maneuvering here. Oh. We should be okay. Somebody left a comment saying that this game looks really slow-paced when you play with 4 people, because he's used to playing on the version where there's where you just have one character. And I can really imagine that. You must have to move so much to be able to survive in that situation. A lot of you guys were also talking about the tactic. Well, not a lot of you guys, but we were having a conversation about the tactic where you can just close doors and then reopen them and close doors. And yeah, it is a bit cheap. I do think it's not going to be amazing to like put on the actual footage, but there will be one situation on this floor where I do that, and I'm pretty sure it's because the devs kind of make you have to do that. So We'll get to that. That's right near the end, though, so I'm kind of jumping ahead. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on that. And yeah, if it's really worth it, then I'll do it. Anyway, so we've got a switch here, which is going to open us up into another large room. This is an interesting floor to me because there's kind of two big hubs. There's the big hub we've already seen, and now there's another one kind of on the floor below it, which you're going to keep coming into. You're going to keep finding your way back into this room by opening like hidden switches and stuff, depending on all those little side teleporters you go through. Please don't kill her. Oh, he was shooting at me there. Okay, so we're going to keep going back into that room. I just want to make 100% sure that I'm clean down here, that I've got everything that can be got. Because I'm pretty sure there's a hidden switch. Have I pressed a hidden switch yet on this floor? Oh no, there we go. We've got some rat shank. Delicious. I should also probably rest, but I'm not going to do that because we've got so much bread. We've got so much tar bread, guys, that I'm just going to make a couple of potions and heal up like that. Yes, because there's going to be more story stuff when we keep resting. And actually, I don't know when it... Maybe it will trigger now. Okay, next time I have to rest, I'll rest so that we can actually see what's happening. But for now, I really want to kind of get this first like little hub room done before we end the first episode. So let's keep going. I think we're okay. No, there's a couple more. Yeah, so this is kind of the other little hub room that we'll find a lot of stuff in. Namely, we're going to keep getting teased by something again. The game always teases us in this way. If you look here, there's this little like room that's got a key in it and a lever. But how do we get in there? Well, if you look up, you can kind of see that you might be able to fall into there. And as I say, we're going to keep falling into this room from various places, as you see around. So this is very much kind of... We've got to fall from directly on top. And that is a part of the iron door puzzle. That's not necessary to complete this floor, but as a part of the iron door. Anyway, around the back of it, you will see here, there's a teleporter, which will bring us back into familiar territory. This is the large room once again. And speaking of the iron door, I should have showed you earlier, sorry guys. That's the exit there again. As I said, we're trying to get through that gate. This is the iron door here. That key I was just looking at goes in that hole to open the iron door. The iron door on this floor is pretty easy, to be honest. I managed to figure it out on my playthrough. As I said, I didn't get all the iron doors, but this one I certainly did. So anyway, we're going to go back into Time and Tide. This bit's already done. So I've got a couple of things to show you. First of all, we'll do this properly, right? We've actually got our bolts. Oh, I've lost a bolt somewhere as well. We'll have to find that. So what we're going to do is slowly go along. Oh, no. Oh, it worked. And now he's there. That's not good. Oh. Okay, so last time... Oh, this is not going to make any sense. Shit. Okay, so there's a gate here, which is usually shut, and you kind of just get funneled along here, and you're going to hit the gate, and then you're not going to be able to do anything, and all the trapdoors are opening, and then you fall down the pit of doom. And the way to solve the problem is when you're on this one, where my cursor currently is, you're supposed to look to the left and fire a shot off, which will open the gate that's next to you. And if you're Swish, which clearly I wasn't, if you can do that, it will open the gate, and then you can just progress on, and you'll be all happy, lovely, hunky-dory. I fell down, and as I fell, if you rewind it, I fired the arrow, and this is where the bolt ended up. So I did open the gate in time, but... the trapdoor fell down anyway, so I fell with it. So I managed to open the gate, and by opening that gate at the same time, it also released that bat enemy, which usually will then come and harass you while you're still on these pads, and you're like, oh, I've got to kill him, and it's like quite intense, and you kill him. For me, it all happened in a very weird way. So anyway, that's how you do that. We've also got a throwing star here. But as you can see here, there's like a passageway back there, and it's like, well, what the hell was that? How do we get down there? That's actually a secret. It's a pretty cool one as well. So we're going to go back into that room in a second. First of all, we're going to come in here. Now, do you remember that room in the lower floor that we were just at, and I said you're going to keep falling into this room? I got a lot of bats to kill in here. You remember I said you're going to keep falling in? All these pressure pads around... Pressure pads? Why do I keep confusing that? All these trap doors. Oh, don't attack me from the side. How dare you? How very dare you? All these trap doors, that are these pits that are around us right now, these are what drop you into that room. And as you can, and if you remember, that key for the iron door was also in the middle of that room. But if you have a look behind our lovely bat friends here, there's a teleporter on top of it with a door that's sadly not open for us. So the question is, how do we get down there? How do we open that up? How do we turn off the teleporter to get down and actually get to that key to get to the iron door? And that's one aspect of this room. We can't shoot him or anything because the bolts will just go through the teleporter, as you can see, so they disappear. Also, you'll notice there's lots of different entrances to the room that we can't get into. Every time we finish one of these little areas, like I've just finished Time and Tide here, we'll come back here, and each time you come from a different angle. And each time you find a scroll. And these are going to go on lists. So this says, but never forgiven. Interesting. We're going to keep that. And as you can see, there's lots of little scrolls. Our task at the moment is to get all of those by going into the little room. So I'm going to go back into this, and what do you know? It teleports us back here. So how do we get to the iron door? Who knows? What do these scroll use? Who knows? That's going to be the end of the episode, though, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Oh, by the way, there's the bolt I fired. Like, it comes flying out and ends up in the middle of the room. So if you do that accidentally, it will just end up there. Yeah, thanks, guys, for watching. That kind of establishes what this floor's like. And I will see you next time. We're going to go get that secret back in time and tide. So thanks again, and I'll catch you later.